کار Can you hear me now, Tochi? Ephraim, can you hear me now? You guys hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me. Tochi, yes, you can. Wisdom, can you hear me? If you guys can hear me, please let me know. This is my first time doing the live video on YouTube, so please bear with me for any technical glitch, okay? If you can hear me, kindly just drop a comment there that you can hear me. Let me try using my own YouTube so see if I can also hear myself. Hello? Hello? Okay, I think it's good. Yeah, I can hear myself here. That's good. That's good. All right, guys. Wealth creation, wealth creation, wealth creation. I believe in wealth creation. My dream is to create um, enough wealth so I can be able to bless not just my family with my wealth, but to bless the world with my wealth as well, to bless people who are in need, to bless friends, to bless families, societies. When wealth is in the hands of a righteous man, a lot of good is done. When wealth is in the hands of an evil person, there is destruction in the world. Um, God loves, and God's dream or his hope is to see everybody. He's already created all of us to be wealthy. Wealth is just one aspect of prosperity. Wealth is just one aspect of prosperity. If you read first, if you read the third book of John, third John chapter 1 verses 2 in the King James Bible, third John chapter 1 verses 2, it says that, beloved, I wish above all things that thou may prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. How I understand that to mean that prosperity here means total success, total wholeness, wholeness in your soul, wholeness of your soul, I mean, wholeness of your body in health, wholeness of your mind, wholeness of your spirit, spiritual success, and wholeness of your emotions. Prosperity is your total well being, being successful in all areas. And wealth is just one aspect of prosperity. Now, many believers believe that it is okay to be poor. I don't think so. I think it is totally a sign that you are not living your fullness of potential if you are poor. Anybody who is poor, it is not a wish of God for you to be poor. There is no virtue in poverty. You may be poor temporarily, but God's intention for you is not to be poor. His intention when He created you is for you to dominate this universe and your planet so you can become full and whole. Prosperity and being wealthy is from God. When people followed God, He made them successful. He made Abraham successful. He made David successful. He made Solomon successful. He makes His people and His children prosperous. In the Bible, it says, silver and gold is His. Silver and gold are for God. They belong to God, and He makes us prosperous to have passed through this universe, there have been several millions. In fact, as we speak now, we have over 2,000 billionaires in the world. Uh, Yet the population of the universe is in several a number of billions already, but we only have 2,000 millionaires, telling you that many of us are not living up to our fullness, right? For me, wealth is an automatic thing that happens to anyone who wealth is automatically going to happen to anyone who is just living and achieving his potential. Automatically, you will become wealthy. All right. When you flourish in your God given gifts and potential, you will flourish. But let's narrow it down anyway. What are the three levers for creating wealth? The three levers for creating wealth. Number one, the number one universal principle for wealth creation is to earn more. Earn more. Find a way to earn more. Whether you're a business person, whether you are employee working for a company, you just have to find a way to earn more. You need to find a way to earn more money. In short, there is a chance that whatever you are earning now is not enough for you. There is a chance that whatever you are earning now is just enough for hand to mouth. And you are wondering if there is a way you can earn more. The first principle for wealth creation is for you to find a way to earn more. How do you do this? Well, you could do this either within the industry where you're working on the job, or you could also do it externally by building a side hustle along your work. Internally, for you to be able to earn more, you may want to just change positions, move up the ladder a little bit. You can either move vertically up the ladder, called upward mobility within your occupational rank, or you could also move laterally. Laterally means from one department to the other. You could move from the left hand side on the horizontal scale to the right, or you could move from the right hand side to the left as well. There are people who move across department, and there are people who move upward departments too. If you really want to earn more, you need to find a way to increase your earnings. Salaries do not take a lucky jump. Salaries don't take a lucky leap or a jump. Jim Rohn says that you need to intentionally work to increase your earning power. And one of the ways you can do to earn that, to be able to do that, is one, by moving up the ladder of your job, by getting a promotion, by getting a new appointment within the job. If you don't like your job, you can change your job to a better job. I used to work in a factory. I didn't change my skill set. I just was aggressive and I looked for a new job. And when I got a new job, it ended up paying me twice more than what I was making before. I made the effort to look for a better job, which will pay me more and is less stressful compared to my factory job with the same skill set. Some of you may need to actually upgrade your skill set. Some of you may need to pick up some new skills. Find out within your organization where you're working, what are some of the positions that are paying better that you admire, that are within your reach of achievement that you can achieve. Your immediate boss, how much are they making? What are their benefits? Your next two bosses, how much are they making? Is there any department that catches your eye that you like to work there? You want to just make sure that you start learning about these new positions, what it takes to get there, what kind of skill sets do they require. The reason why this is important for you is that it allows you to retool yourself, to reinvent yourself. To retool yourself simply means that to start picking up those skills that you don't have on your resume. All right. How do you pick them? You might even have to do an outside certification course. You might even need to do a little bit of shadowing. You could do a shadowing with somebody within that department. Find those who are working there and they are easy to connect with. They are nice people. When I say nice, they are open, they are flexible, they can talk to you and guide you, coach you around, and find a way to shadow them. When we say shadow, it means that trying to understudy what others do in other departments so that you know how to get there. So that when you get a job interview, you don't embarrass yourself. If you want to move from your current department of customer service to a quality assurance within your company, find somebody within the quality assurance department who is friendly and will be easy to connect with and build a rapport behind the scene so that that person becomes your coach. That person becomes your support network there. He or she can give you inside information on what it takes to get there. You might even need to do a little bit of shadowing, which means that understudy them and watch how they work, so that when you get a chance to put in your application when opportunities come, you will be able to blaze through that and get a job. The reason why many people are not able to move is because we don't reach out for help. We are not interested in talking to people in other departments, and we think that they will not open up to us. The truth is, there are some mean people who will not want to help you, but there are also nice people that you can always approach, with the right humility, they will open their doors to assist you. Remember, for you to be able to move up the ladder within your current organization, you will need to find those jobs that are paying better and you think you can easily attain or achieve the kind of qualification it takes to get there. Work on yourself on the side, get some certification, do some private courses that you think will help you get a better skill set to show them. Check out the requirements. If you don't have it and it's something you can work on the side, when you close from work, start working on that. Some of them might be online courses you can take online. Udemy, Udemy. They do offer a lot of certification courses for professionals. Maybe you need some upgrade. Maybe you need something like that there. Find a way to just upgrade yourself within the job so you can increase your earning. Remember, salaries do not automatically take a lucky jump. In other words, your salary may grow just by a few cents over the year. You need to make an intentional effort or put in the effort to grow your salary. It could also mean that you need to change your job to move to a better place. You could have a job change and you could earn more. But the most important thing here is that you need to be aggressive. I have a neighbor here who was working at a call center, and then um, she's so aggressive. She's in her 50s. She's so aggressive. She applied to a better job for a better job with the government of Canada. And now today she's working in a better position from a call center. She's working better, right? So with your level of aggression, you can always do more. Guys, if you can hear me, please drop a comment there. Let me know you're hearing me. I'm not sure whether my connection is good or not good. So please drop a comment there so I can know you're hearing me, right? Within the job, you can grow your income, your salary. How? Identify positions that are attainable. Identify what it takes to get there. Connect with people with the right humility. You need to have the humility, not arrogance, not pride, to ask for help from those within those departments. What does it take to get here? How is the process like? Open up and have conversations. And when you do find what you need to get there, if you don't have the skill set, retool yourself and reinvent yourself. What that means is that begin acquiring those skills that you need to get there. It might mean that you need to put in some extra hours after work to learn something new just to help you get there, or learn to do a project to help you pass their interview when you are given a project. But you have to start connecting with the right people so you can shadow. You need to. You need to. All right. Somebody is commenting, Niani Mansa. What a good breakdown of info. Thank you so much. Right. So, guys, remember this. Took a lucky jump in my I took a lucky jump, okay? I took a lucky jump, right? I was working in a factory where I was making minimum wage. I didn't like it. So what did I do? I started looking outside for a better job. And I kept looking and I kept looking until I found my current job, which pays me more than what I was making before. I didn't even have to change my skill set. It was the same me. But you see, at the end of the day, I ended up getting a much better job with a better pay. You may need to do a bit of aggressive search for job. If you are in Canada, go to Job Bank, right? Many of us already assume that we will not get a better job. We start with the mindset that it's not possible to get a better job. When you start with this mindset, you will never take any step. You will never, you will be stuck with the same position, and you find excuses all the time to say that I don't have the time. I close from work and I'm so tired, I don't have the time. No, do not start with the mindset that you cannot get a job. Start with the mindset that I will get a job. Start with the mindset. Many of us, listen to this part, the mindset is so important. Many of us already start doing things by assuming we won't get it. You are applying for the visa, you've already started by assuming you will not qualify. You are applying for the visa, you've already started by assuming that your medicals you will not pass. You are going to marry, you are already assuming your marriage will not work. If you start with the mindset of negativity, it affects your ability to take action. Start with a mindset that all things are possible. You will get it. And when you have that kind of mindset, nothing can stop you from getting that job. I started with the mindset that there is a better job out there for me, and I ended up getting it. And even if I don't want my current job, I can start with the mindset again that there is another better job out there for me, and I'll go get it. You can increase your income by just being aggressive, either within your company or looking outside your company. Remember, don't be a lone wolf. Start connecting with people too. Have a mastermind group. Have a group of people who will hold you accountable and challenge you. Are the people you are working with, are they making income or making salaries that are encouraging you? If not, start looking for new friends, friends who are making more than you're making, and start hanging around with them, start shadowing them. Shadowing means start learning from them to find out what they're doing and how they are getting the jobs, right? If you're hanging around with people who are working with the government of Canada or the government of the US, start approaching them and start asking them, what did you do to get it? How can I also get there? And you remember, guys, do not use prideful means to get help from people. Nobody likes somebody who is prideful. Go to the person with humility and know that there are two kinds of people: those who will be willing to help you and those who will be mean and will not help you. If you come across somebody who is so mean, don't be disappointed. Move on to the next person and pray to God to lead you to the right people. But don't stay in one corner, not liking your job, not liking your salary, and be cursing yourself and no, 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 no. Start taking action. Start with a mindset that you will get it, and start hanging around with the right people. Start having the right humility and the right attitude, and you will be able to move on upward, within the rank within your company, or you move to a different company as well. That is it about how to increase your income if you are somebody who is working. That is it. Now, externally, you can also do that. Externally, you can build a side hustle. A side hustle. Guys, we are talking about the first principle of wealth creation. The first principle of wealth creation says, earn more. What it means is that what are you currently earning? Find a way to increase that. What are you currently earning? Find a way to double that. What are you currently earning? Find a way to triple that. That is what it means to earn more. Earning more doesn't mean allowing your salary to grow on annual basis, on 5-year basis, based on inflation. That's not what we're talking about. If you allow your salary to grow based on inflation, you are not growing your salary. You are barely just keeping up with the cost of living. For you to see an increase in your earnings, you need to begin taking solid actions, either to retool yourself, reinvent yourself. Retool means to acquire new skills within the job that can make you more attractive to employer to give you a better position, right? Or being more effective so that you can attract that promotion, or just changing positions completely within the job or outside the job. You need to change. You need to. And if you are not hanging around with friends who are pushing you and giving you information about how to get a better job, then it means you're hanging around with the wrong people. You want to hang around with people. Now, some of my friends are making over 100,000. What do you think I'm looking at? I have friends who are software guys and they are making over 100K. And they are the people I hang around with. So for me, I am not satisfied making less than 100,000. I'm always looking to make more than that. All right. You can also build a side hustle in order to earn more. That is where I am currently. I have a side hustle. I have real estate investment on top of that as well. And basically, your side hustle allows you to increase your income. You see, with your side hustle, you are able to increase your income by percentages. I am at a point where my side hustle is actually overtaking my own salary. Can you imagine that? Your side hustle. When you get to a point where your side hustle is more than your personal income, then it means you are actually doing something well. I do real estate. I have real estate investments. I have properties that I rent them. I rent them out. And on monthly basis, when the rental income comes through, when they come in, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. At the end of the month, guys, when they hit the account like that, bank alert, it is so beautiful, right? You can also have a side hustle. But guys, I talked about this. Do not go for a side hustle that will break you down and cost you your health. Don't go for a side hustle that will mean that your family will be a loser because you are not available. Be smart with your choice of side hustle. Real estate is something that I have come to realize has produced so many millionaires over time. Historically, majority of millionaires in the world have come from real estate. It is only in recent time that we are seeing a lot of millionaires come from IT and software and blue chips like Facebook and Amazon and co. But historically, many millionaires have come out of real estate. Over 90% of documented millionaires in the who have touched the surface of the world, of the earth have come from real estate. Dale Carnegie says so, right? So you cannot be wrong investing in real estate. If you are in Africa and you understand the real estate market, then you do it. You see, real estate even makes more sense to those who are living overseas. By overseas, I'm talking about Europe and North America. If you're in North America and Europe, real estate is even more sensible. Why? Because the systems in Europe and North America are friendly to the real estate business. They make it so easy. It's so easy to get access to credit, which is loan. It's so easy to get access to all kind of financial support to be able to build your real estate. In Africa, it's more tougher, but you can still do it in Africa. I do real estate in Canada, and trust me, guys, I have made more money doing real estate in 2.5 years than I have worked all my life. Quote me anywhere. I have made more money doing real estate in 2.5 years than I have worked all my life. It's serious. Real estate is big, guys. Real estate is big. It's big. If you spend some time building a real estate business, it will help you. You might be wondering, how do I start real estate? I'm going to go into that. I'm going to go into that in a different video, how you can start real estate. But remember, real estate can be one area you can go to. Do you know why? It's going to actually help you deal with so many aspects of your life. You can also start a side hustle by using your passion, by using your skills. What are the things you're good at? Are you good at braiding hair for people? Are you good at shaving somebody's hair? Are you good at sewing? Are you good at baking? Are you good at doing something with your hands that you're passionate about? Are you good at editing for somebody? Are you good at photography? Ask yourself, how can I use these gifts and turn them into commercial value so that I'll be able to? There is a Filipino lady who lives around me. I went to view one of my properties with her, a fire gutter property. If you watch that video, you saw the Filipino lady. She's so good at using her hands to make baby dolls. Baby dolls. She makes them. She found a way to just make them and sell them on Facebook Marketplace. And she's making extra income, which she tells me is good enough and is almost competing with her own salary. Right? Find a way. Don't say you don't have anything. You have something. Find a way. Find a way to use the gifts that God has blessed you with. If it is your voice, if it is your hand, if it is your leg, find a way to turn that passion into something that can create a side hustle for you. For me, my gift is coaching. I coach people. I coach people in something. I coach people in different things, and I make money out of that. I have real estate and I make money out of that. There are little things I do on the side that helps me to get money. My wife is home. She doesn't even work now because of our kids, but she's so gifted when it comes to cooking. Sometimes people ask her to cook for them so they can pay her, and she'll do the food from home and they'll come and pick it. She doesn't have a restaurant, she's just doing something small home. But you see, she does something, she can make shit off for people and people can come and pick it up. Right? They just enjoy her food. So at the end of the month, she's able to sit back and say that, no, I made enough to compete with what I would have earned if I was working full time. You know what I mean? Like, find a way to start using your gifts and your passions and the little things God has blessed you to turn them into a side hustle. Your side hustle could also mean you're picking a second job. But here is it. Remember, you are committed to a full-time job. Do not pick a second job and a third job that will cost you your health. Be smart with how to pick your second job. Pick a second job that will pay you more and will not stress you. Don't say they are not there. Look for them. Don't say they are not there. Some of the second jobs you can pick up may come from your skill set, may come from your passion. Maybe you need to sit back and conduct a mapping of your locality where you live or your online market and see what else you can do without stressing yourself so much and yet it's profitable. Right? Some people have a second job in doing stocks. I don't do stocks. I don't know how to do stocks, so I don't do it. But maybe yours is to go into stocks. Yours is to go into crypto. Maybe yours is to do Amazon. Remember, don't do something you don't know. Only do it when you understand how it works. Some of you go and put your money into some business and you collapse and you say it didn't work just because you are rushing to start it without understanding the principle behind how it works. Spend time learning how to pick up a new skill, pick up a new skill, pick up a new area, pick up something in a new area and find a way. In my locality where I live, people look for me because of how valuable I've made myself in different ways. I pray that you also be able to find a side hustle based on your passion and your interest and your talents, and something that will not stress your health and will not cost you time at home. And at the same time, will be able to pay you more. Side hustle could be real estate, it could be something else. Find a way to increase your income. The number one principle of wealth creation is to earn more. And I've talked about how to earn more on the job. I've talked about how to earn more by looking for a better job. I've talked about how to earn more by looking for a side hustle that will become your plan B. I have a side hustle. I have things I do on the side. And it is at a point where it is actually paying me more than my own salary. I hope you can also pick something from this. It is possible to have a side hustle which will not cost you your back and your health. It is possible. And I hope you connect with the right people and you have the right friends who can inspire you to take action. The second principle, the second principle of wealth creation is spending less and more is the first one. The second one is spending less. You see, the statistics show that poor people spend a lot and rich people actually spend less. It is true. I used to think it was not true, but in fact, since I started making a bit of transition in my income, I have seen it. Poor people spend a lot. They don't have, but they actually spend a lot. They spend a lot. Poor people spend on almost everything. They want to own the newest phones. They want to own the newest cars. They don't want to buy a used car. They want to buy a brand new car. In fact, a poor person will want to go and buy a designer clothes and wear it. You know, there is a reason why poor people like buying things and buying brand new stuff. I don't think it's all about just buying them because they are durable. Some people buy stuff more and more, brand new stuff, flashy stuff, when they are poor because they use that as a way to cover up their poverty. So there is somebody who is driving a brand new car. You're looking at them and you think they are rich because they are using that as a cover up to cover the fact that they are poor. They don't want you to see the real deal behind it. The truth is that they are poor. They are just trying to live up and cover it up. Rich people are the most simplest people. When you see a rich man walk by, you won't even notice him. They wear singlets, they wear this, they wear that. They are very simple. Warren Buffett, one of the billionaires of all time that the universe has seen, he still drives a used car. But a poor person today who gets less than 50,000 is going to buy a brand new house. I am a landlord. I own at least more than one property. I drive a used car which is less than $5,000. Somebody who is poorer than me will actually go and buy a brand new car. In Canada, I have come to realize that many of our colleagues who are struggling in life actually spend more money. They spend more money. You see, an immigrant will spend more in different ways. He will spend more on his accommodation. He will go and rent a brand new house, which will cost 60 to 70% of his salary, whilst he could have rented a much more modest and a decent house for far less. They don't. They don't want to go and rent something. They want to rent something big. The poorest of people are the people who live in the big houses that they can't even afford. Joanna, daddy is busy. Please, no noise. No noise. Okay? Take the phone. Take the phone and go with it. Daddy is busy, okay? Guys, listen to this carefully. I have come across people whose first car they want to buy is to go and use a loan to buy a car of $20,000, $15,000, $50,000. That's the first car they want to buy. Yet these people are making minimum wage. They want to go buy a $20,000 car. So sometimes when they ask me, what will you think? What would you recommend? Is it okay for me to buy this car? I ask them, is the car going to become an asset or a liability? Then he asked me, what do you mean? I say, how much would the car put into your pocket every day or every week? And then he look at me that way. I say, yeah, tell me the expenses of the car. Fuel, changing your parts when it breaks down, going to the mechanic shop, paying your car insurance. Tell me, give me a breakdown. And then at the end of the month, I want you to tell me how much monetary value the car is bringing into your life. And then you notice that many of them are not able to answer. But the question is, why are they buying the car? They are buying the car because either they want to just be able to be mobile and drive it around to work, other places, which is a good reason, or they are buying it because they want to show off and show that their new status is that they can also afford a car. Don't buy a car because you can afford it. Buy a car because you think it will be an asset to you. Do not pick things up because you want to pick them up. Pick them up because you need them, or pick them up because they are going to become assets. Rich people are smart when it comes to spending. They will buy used stuff instead of what? Brand new stuff. They are going to find deals and discounts for everything they are shopping. And poor people normally look for no discounts. They just go and then they buy them up. They want to buy the brand new iPhone. They want to buy the brand new. In fact, a poor person who is so poor is going to look at my phone and tell me that, look, they have released the latest version of S20. I'm even using that one. Why don't you have it? A poor person is going to be looking at my shirt and say that he doesn't even wear designer clothes. Yes, that is a mindset of a poor person. They are so interested in buying brand new stuff. They will be busy looking at my clothes and say that my dressing doesn't even look like it. Forgetting that the whole billionaire who is 34 years old, called Mark Zuckerberg, now t-shirt where they wear. He doesn't even have time for like poverty mindset. Poverty mindset, makes you spend without even thinking. It makes you spend without thinking. So if you are spending more than you are earning, to the point that, guys, sit down and do the analysis. How much money are you earning? How much are you earning? How much of it are you spending in a year, in a month? Compare your salary to your expenses and tell me whether, if your life was a business, whether you are running a profitable business or you are running into a loss. Look at how the countries are run today. Look at the country of Ghana. Look at Nigeria. Every year when the balance is done, when the expenditure budget is read, are we making profit or we are making a loss? Loss upon loss, oh, loss upon loss. Now, so deficit in billions. What kind of countries are these? Smart countries, their balances are looking good. They have surplus. So if your life is going to be smart, you need to start being smart with how you spend. Rich people are frugal. Rich people are minimalist. You know what that means? Frugal means they are looking for the best way possible to spread their dollar to get more out of it. They are not just spending. They are not just picking in the car. They are not just renting a 3-bedroom that they don't need. You rent a 3-bedroom and you are living in a 3-bedroom. Meanwhile, you are sleeping in just 1 bedroom. And the other two are just sitting down there. And then you come back and you say that you don't have money, forgetting that you are spending more than you are earning. You are earning. Huh? You are driving a brand new car that is not putting money into your pocket. Meanwhile, there is a used car that you could have bought, but because you like fine things, you won't buy the used car. And then when you finish, you come back and complain you are broke. Now your mind will broke. Huh? You think say rich people, if they are just using their money and blowing it, they will be rich? They are not. Oh, they find a way to earn more, number one. And then number two, they find a way to spend less. Guys, I have a $0 expense every month. Do you know what that means? I have no expenses. I don't pay rent. I don't pay groceries. Even if I pay groceries with my credit card, something takes care of it. Everything in my whole life here in Canada is almost covered by something I do. I have $0 expense. Do you know what that means? My salary, when it comes and it falls into the bank account, it goes sleep. Eh? Do you know what that means to have zero income, zero expense? Find a way to make your expenses disappear, guys. Find a way to make them disappear. I don't care how. Find a smart way to make your expenses disappear. If you want to create wealth, you must learn to be disciplined with spending. You cannot just spend anyhow when you are not making more. Even if you are making more, it doesn't make sense to spend anyhow. Me, watch me wear well. Oh. Those of you who are going to be looking at me and be judging what I wear used clothes. Oh. I wear used clothes, used clothes. Once in a while, I'll buy designer. I wear used clothes. I wear used shoes. Once in a while, I'll buy brand new. I drive used car. Watch me and judge me. We'll sit back and see who is richer. We'll sit back and see who is going on better vacations. Huh? You will spend all your money buying the new phone, buying the clothes, buying the latest clothes. Huh? There are some poor people here. Look, there is a gentleman. Let me say this. A friend of mine called me one time to ask me for a loan. So I started quizzing him a little bit. If there is anything I can help you, I want to know. Tell me, what are your bills like in a month? What is your rent like? He said our rent is over 1,000 something dollars. I said, for how many bedrooms? He said 2 bedroom. I said, okay. Do you pay utilities? He mentioned the utilities too. Then I asked him, do you have a phone bill? He said yes. His phone bill was over $100. Me, my phone bill at that time was $40-50. My monthly phone bill was about $40-50. His phone bill was over $100. So the one who is asking me for the loan, oh, you see the signs. The person who is asking me for the loan, his monthly phone bill is over $100. Me, the one who he wants me to help him, my monthly phone bill is $40. Look at Tamo. He also has a cable plan. Cable means TV plan. TV plan. So he's paid for, like somebody would say decoder like DSTV kind of thing. He's paid for it. He mentioned that one to me, almost $100. Me, I also enjoyed all those TV, but my own are zero. I know they pay. I they watch all the same thing with that guy they watch, but my own are zero. His own 100. So the moment I began talking to him, wisdom told me, don't give him money. He's going to mess it up. He's not able to even balance his own life. Don't give him money. I won't give you. The moment I talk to you and I realize you are not smart with using money, I will never give you money. Guys, the parable of the talent in the book of Luke in the Bible. One man was given 3 talents, he doubled it. Another was given 2 talents, he doubled it. One was given 1 talent. He who did not have only had one. Oh, only one way he's supposed to manage you. Guys, learn to respect money. Money, they say, in my local language in Ghana, in Tree, Sikaye Moja. You know what? In the money na blood, money na life. If you know learn how to handle money well, when it leaves your hand, it's difficult to get it back. It's not easy to get money into your hands. So if you don't learn to handle money well and it leaves you, your life will be like a poor man. Learn to handle money well. Be wise with your spending. Do not spend more than you earn. Do not spend more than you earn. Rich people always find ways to be minimal with their spending. Minimal means they are looking for the way to spend less and get quality out of it. They are looking for the way to have a decent. I have a used couch in my house. I bought it for $100. It could have cost me this. I have this. I buy used stuff, but they are all decent. When you see them, they are not looking bad. Minimal life. That ain't what they call minimal life. Try not to just buy everything you see. Some of you have credit card, you are shopping everything on discount, everything on sale, you are shopping them. Black Friday, you are shopping. This Friday, you are shopping. You're looking for the next sale. And then you come back and you wonder why you are poor. Check your life. Check your life. You want to build a wealthy house, yet you have not even sat down to even analyze how much you are spending. If your life was a business, are you profitable or you are making a loss? Are you as profitable as a developed country or you are making a loss as a developing country called Ghana or Nigeria? You see how our presidents are running into losses all the time. These are not people who deserve to be wealthy because they can't even manage their own resources well. Learn to manage your resources well. You cannot earn more if you cannot spend or control your spending. The final thing about the final principle. So earn more, spend less. That's the second one. Earn more is the first one. Second one, spend less. The third principle says invest your savings. Invest what you have. Invest it. Investment, investment, investment. The parable of the talent. Those who were given 3, they invested it and they got more. Those who were given 2, they invested it and they got more. The one who was given 1, he didn't invest it, so he ended up losing it. It's right. So investment simply means whatever. You see, you are earning more. Look at it. You are earning more, but you're spending less. The difference between the two, you see, take them and invest it. You might have saved some money from just being smart with earning more and spending less. Find a way to invest that money. When I made my first $60,000, $70,000, I found a way to invest it into real estate by buying my first property with a down payment of 20%. That 20% down payment I did, which was about 57,000, has been able to grow my real estate today to the point where I've been able to make over $500,000, right? On just some few deals I did than what I started with. You see, I've been able to increase it and increase it. So the banks are trusting me not more. The banks now see me more credible and they are giving me more. Find a way to invest the difference of what you earn and how you spend less. It's called investment. Guys, remember this. Saving must not be your long-term plan. Don't use savings and your savings account as a long-term plan. If your bank sees that you are saving your money for life, for a long term, they already know you don't know how to handle money. Never let your money, my money, no, they sit my bank account though. If you almost come into my bank account, you almost find apart from my emergency savings, the money that I have for other things, my money is always working. Money must be put to sleep. It must produce babies. Money must produce babies. Money must not be put to sleep. Money must be put to work. It must give birth like a pig. It must give birth like a chicken. It must just grow. If you are saving, it must be a temporary strategy. Maybe you are saving because you want to use it to build a project. You're saving because you want to use it to buy a house. But the moment you get that savings that you're looking for, quickly go and invest it. If you do not invest your money, you will lose it. Even if you don't lose it and you keep it in your bank account, your bank no will give you interest more than 1%, 2% too. They won't give you more than that. And at the end of the day, you know what is going to happen? Do you know what is going to happen to you? Do you know what is going to happen to your money? It will depreciate over time. Money depreciates over time. Money depreciates over time. The only way to fight depreciation is to invest your money. How do you invest your money? Into real estate, into something, into find a way to invest it. When I begin my real estate conversations, you are going to know how you can also start real estate if you're in Europe or if you are in North America. Even if you're in Ghana, there is a way you can still start something. Guys, the three principles of wealth creation: earn more, spend less, invest the difference. Earn more, spend less, invest the difference. Find a way to increase how much you make now without losing your health, without losing your sleep. Find ways to spend less by being smart with how to spend. Don't just buy what you want, buy what you need. Don't buy what you want, buy what is a need. Don't buy because people are buying, buy smart. Turn your buyings into an asset instead of a liability. And finally, invest the difference. All rich people follow this principle and they've never been disappointed. Rich people invest their money. They are still investing their money. Poor people are busy spending their money. Which one are you? If your life was a business, are you profitable? God bless you. This is Choco Millionaire. This is my first live video. If you didn't enjoy it, sorry about that, but I hope you did. If you enjoyed it, please share my videos, drop your likes. These things help Facebook to show my video to more people. Please use the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share the videos as well. Please don't download them. I recommend that you rather share them so that it can reach other people as well. God bless you. See you another time. Bye-bye.